All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about a post that was made by Smash JT over on X, talking about somebody who is apparently the or former marketing manager over at Probably Monsters. He says he found another loon, Light Humphreys at EPSEC, the marketing manager at Probably Monsters. He says, see the attached images of some of the Unhinged posts seemingly cheering on the death of Charlie Kirk and insinuating that it was done by Trump. These were shared to be anonymously. He already pulled down his LinkedIn. His Threads account has also already been pulled as well. And reminder / background that Probably Monsters had owned Firewalk Studios and sold it to Sony, which was the same studio behind the legendary game known as Concord. Now, the beautiful thing about all this, as we're about to go into this, is that number one, apparently it's already been confirmed, and we're going to go into it later in the video. The guy has been fired. That is the rumor right now. He went into full damage control. I don't understand why they do this. Why even bother? Okay. Why bother going into damage control knowing that all of you guys in the gaming industry have been celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk? You've all been getting felted by your employers, and yet you still doing anyway. What do you think deleting it's going to do? What do you think deleting it is going to do for you and your employer? It's going to do absolutely nothing. You might as well just keep it up and stand by it, right? The good thing about Drew, the woman over at Sucker Punch that got fired, is that she kept her post up. She didn't delete it. She doubled down. She tripled down. She showed everybody that she's fighting the good fight, and she's willing to sacrifice her entire life for people that don't give a fuck about her over at Palestine. She doesn't care, right? This person, though, why delete it? It makes no sense. Just keep it up. But in any case, let's talk about this amazing person and what they had to say. So this person's name is Light Humphrey, right? And this person their pronouns are now were, global marketer for Probably Monsters, previously Magic the Gathering, Call of Duty, Mortal Kombat, Psycho, and Spyro. Let's talk about pizza and cause chaos. Yeah, I'm sure you like pizza, all right. EPSEC then says, I wonder if MAGA will start wearing bandages on their neck. That's a good one. Congratulations on that. This person also says Charlie Kirk's epitaph should read, worth it for the Second Amendment. Then he says, coincidence that they voted to not release the Epstein files at the same time that Charlie Kirk was shot? I think not. I want you guys to understand that these are the people that call us conspiracy theorists. These are the people that say that we make shit up all the time. These are the people that say we're the crazy ones. And yet they're out here making up conspiracies nonstop about this situation, trying to say that Erica Kirk did it because she wanted her husband's money, or trying to say that Trump did it because they wanted a martyr for the Republican movement or whatever. Like, they're coming up with all kinds of stuff instead of just sitting here and admitting that a lone psychopath, or, I won't say lone because he obviously was helped by people, but he did pull the trigger. So lone psychopath with certain ideology that was radicalized by a certain group of people decided to pull the trigger and silence someone's speech forever, thus creating a martyr that these people will never know how to combat against for the next 10 plus years. It's going to be damn near impossible. But in any case, EPSEC says, what if Charlie wasn't killed for his beliefs and it was like his scorned gay lover or something? All I'm saying is we're jumping to conclusions here. This is amazing. This is literally amazing to see the bullshit coming out of the mouth of this person. Then he says, there is non-zero chance Trump had Charlie Kirk killed to get us away from the Epstein files. I did say that he would try some wild shit, and this one was certainly qualified. Anyway, I'm over Charlie Kirk. Let's get back to the Epstein files. EPSEC says getting shot under a Prove Me Wrong banner while talking about Second Amendment rights is irony I thought only writers were capable of. If the only way you can make me feel sympathy for someone like Charlie Kirk is to think about his family, maybe he himself didn't have any actual redeeming qualities. Osama bin Laden had 26 kids, and they made a whole movie about how we killed him. Having kids doesn't make you a good person, bro. You know, the false equivalencies that these people do all the time is ridiculous. They love to say that we're Nazis, we're this, we're that, whatever. But the truth is that you're comparing somebody like Charlie Kirk, who so ironically would have given you a microphone, right? That's what I want people to remember. Somebody like EPSEC that is talking crazy nonsense right now, Charlie Kirk would have given this person a microphone and allowed him to speak his piece on his nonsense. Isn't that the most amazing thing about all of this? That this person who's trying to talk shit and do whatever the hell you want to call this, rage bait, whatever, inflammatory speech, whatever, Charlie Kirk would have gave this guy a microphone and would have said, speak your piece and let's have a dialogue. This person would have never did the same thing. And this is why this person will never be respected compared to someone like Charlie, regardless of whatever your political beliefs may be. So we got even more pictures here, showcasing some screenshots that Smash JT provided. EPSEC says, in other news, Poland enacted Article 4 of NATO for Russians sending drones. We are dangerously close to a massive escalation in Europe. His last words being gang violence, only to be shot by a 70-year-old white man, is absolutely wild. Again, never happened? Like, what? The 70-year-old white? Are you still trying to blame the white guy for this? EPSEC says, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to have the cost of, unfortunately, some Charlie Kirk deaths every single year so that we can stop having children die at school shootings. Charlie Kirk from an alternate timeline. Looks like Nepal gets it, waiting for America to actually do something as well. So this person is advocating, obviously, to overthrow the government here and do what happened in Nepal. EPSEC says, I can't wait for his dying breath, that his anti-progress dies out so we can finally move forward. Wow. Okay. This just gets better and better. Between the Department of War and the Gulf of America, the right seems pretty okay with calling something by a different name when asked to. It's almost as if it's too hard to remember or it's dumb were never the actual reasons. Now, this is a screenshot from the Probably Monsters website, which is so ironic when you think about the name. Think about the name of the company, Probably Monsters, right? These people are probably monsters, and now it's been proven that one of them actually is. So that's pretty damn fucking hilarious. So Smash JT made this post, and then if you look here, there's been semi-confirmation. Smash JT posts, I've received word that this person has been let go. Probably Monsters has also made a statement. If you look here, this is their statement. It says, respect is one of our core values. Comments recently made by a former employee about Charlie Kirk's death were offensive and violated our social media policy. We do not tolerate this behavior, and the individual is no longer with the company. So they made a statement pretty much flat out condemning it. They made a statement pretty quickly too, mind you. What I will say is I find it interesting that this person in their Threads account did not have my opinions are my own in his bio. Maybe if you did, you might have been protected, right? Obviously not. I'm just joking. But still, they openly condemned this person and kicked them out. You know, these people who are making these statements for these companies and getting fired, all you guys are going to be are scapegoats, right? You're going to be scapegoats for your companies. Your companies are not going to care about your opinion. Your companies might very well agree with you and what you said, but you're going to be a scapegoat. You're going to be fired immediately. You're going to be let go, and they're going to use you and prop you up in the town square, and they're going to say, here's the body. We got rid of this person. He's gone. She's gone, whatever. And that's it. And they're going to move on. Every company has been doing this. And now maybe you developers will realize that your company doesn't give a fuck about your social cause. Your company that talks to you about DEI and makes you take these courses about how important you are if you're gay or black or trans or whatever, you just realize that they don't care. They don't care about you. You're done. They don't give a fuck. They never cared. Your social cause never meant anything to them. They only utilized you and propped you up in the same way that they're propping you up now. They used you and propped you up to make their company look better. But the moment you made them look too bad, you are now being propped up in the other way. You are being propped up as a sacrificial lamb for the masses, to everybody to laugh at and say, oh, this guy got fired for this shit. Well, good on him at this point. That's all it is, man. And I'm glad that you guys finally realize this now. So when you go to the Games Developer Conference, I expect all of you to be in the park outside of the arena or wherever the hell you're having this conference at, and you're going to have yourself a little screaming session like you did last year to complain about the state of the industry, how nobody cares about you. Scream, scream, scream away. Because chances are half of the people that scream are going to be fired within the next 6 months after the GDC. So in any case, this is a epic win, in my opinion. But here's where things get interesting, right? Smash JT reported on this about a day or two ago, and he already has received a privacy complaint, suspiciously, shortly after talking about this particular situation. He says, I've received a privacy complaint for covering this situation. To be absolutely clear, all information used and discussed here within was public and readily available from the user's own social media posts, LinkedIn, and company-wide message. So, listen, I've gotten privacy complaints before. They go absolutely nowhere. Okay, I want to be very clear to the people who falsely claim privacy complaints on YouTube. 99.9% of the time, they go absolutely nowhere because all we're doing is covering your social media posts. Your social media posts are not private. Your first and last name that you use on social media posts are not private, right? Your job that you put on your social media profile is not private. None of that is private, right? It's not like we're getting your address and posting it. No, that's actual doxing. This shit is not private. You're posting it on social media. You put it out there. You made these tweets. You openly celebrated his death on your profile. It's a fucking joke, right? So apparently they claimed the entire video. You can look here at the bottom, 0.01 to 13 minutes. They claimed the entire video, which you already know is not a valid claim. And YouTube knows this is not a valid claim, right? What YouTube does is they investigate the video. And after their investigation, they decide whether they're going to keep it up or take it down. They almost never take it down. They never take it down. Every single privacy complaint I've ever dealt with has never been taken down because YouTube knows what you're covering. YouTube knows what you're talking about. And after they watch the video, they're going to realize, oh, you're covering tweets. That's it. You're just covering tweets. That's all. Oh, all right. Well, that's not private. That's, social media posts are not private. So they're not going to take it down. But again, you can privacy complain all you want if it makes you feel better, but nothing's going to happen from it. So it's a literal waste of time. But in any case, it's very clear that most likely, we don't know for certain, because obviously with a privacy complaint, we can't see who files it. Chances are it was the person that was being spoken about in the video, right? The EPSEC or whatever the hell the guy's name is, Light Humphreys. This person is the one that most likely filed this particular privacy complaint with Smash JT in the hopes to try to, eventually take the video down. But the video is not going to be taken down, no matter how hard they try. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this person's comments? What do you think about the entire situation regarding Probably Monsters? Are you happy with their condemnation publicly and swiftly of this person and the fact that they most definitely fired him, it seems like, at this point? Or is it not enough? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one.